Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Serrano. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about the Google Pixel Fold, and you see how fast the facial recognition was right there. It's a really solid device, and it has a really fast fingerprint sensor on the side as well. And I'm using the case from Poetic just because I could use it as a kickstand on the side and on the top. And then I can, when I'm also holding the phone and from the back, pause, I get this nice grip on the side, so it serves the phone very well. I also did get my first drop after 1 month of using it a few days ago, and the phone survived. It managed to sustain the fall very well. I'm not sure how it did it, but it was able to, let me show you the damage that was done, which was basically on the top corner where it touched the ground, like the cement or whatever. And it's not very visible, but there is a tiny little scuff on the top right corner. So I would say you might want to be tempted to use this phone outdoors. Every single time that I take the case off and I think I can use it without a case, I drop it. It's just very slippery, but I do have a tempered glass screen cover on here. That's actually what saved the cameras from getting destroyed, and it just managed to scuff the corner, which is actually pretty cool. So I definitely think this device is durable, because without a case it sustained the drop as very well, with the screen not getting glitched out or anything. But this phone is actually available at a really reasonable price now. It's actually available on Amazon for $17.50. So that's actually pretty cool. If you go on Amazon, you can see right here, $17.50 buy new. It was actually released at $1,800, so it's actually good to see that price drop. I also do have a matte screen protector on here, so it's very resistant to glare, and it feels really smooth when you're touching it. I love the cover display on this device, because I get kind of immersed in when I'm using it. I tend to watch movies like this a lot. It has I have the glare protection display on cover on here, so that's on the outside and the inside. And then they do have a strip that you could put along the side of here to give it that matte texture. So this part is still glossy, which is the part that actually is the most slippery. So if I had that tape here, which they didn't offer, it would probably be less slippery, but whatever. But the device actually flies through whatever you're trying to do. You also do have the ability to, when you're using this device, you could get the 120 hertz refresh rate, or you could turn that off. But the phone has a really nice build quality to it. You can see it's a glossy material when it comes to the sides. The buttons are nice and clicky. They have a really good click to them. And then you can see we have our ports all along the bottom with the microphones and the speakers. And then you get your additional ports up top, the speaker and the microphone. So as far as the chip on here, it's the Tensor G2. It also counts the frame rates while you're gaming, which is something that's cool. So they have that feature built right in, so you can see the frame rate. And most games do utilize the 120 hertz. As you can see, when I swiped across the display, the refresh went up. So let's see. But yeah, this phone actually just feels really nice after a month. It's been really good. I would just recommend, most of the time you use it outdoors, to always put a case on this device, and also make sure you protect the camera, and make sure you protect the sides, because it might fall, and that's something that you don't want to happen, right? So just be careful when you're using it, because it's not the most delicate phone. It's actually pretty heavy as well, and it has a nice speed to it when it comes to the gaming. It's very solid overall when it comes to the gaming. So yeah, I really like the cameras on here as well. And so a lot of the features that we're getting on these cameras are just going to remind you of what Google's known for, which is their software. You can see right here, you get that full screen when you're browsing through apps, and then you could pull it up, touch the multi-function key, and then you swipe over and you're actually going to get access to certain apps left and right. You could do, you know, the smaller screen and on the left or the right, and then you have the actually the option to turn it. So this app is actually optimized very well, Amazon or whatever. So this is like a really clean experience when it comes to like shopping. You can put it in your tabletop mode and use it that way as well. Then you get the keyboard when you start typing, Google Pixel, and the keyboard feels extremely clean. I didn't even mess up when I typed that. So you can see you get your Pixel right here. The prices have dropped on all of them now, so that's actually a really solid thing. You could tilt it back up when you want to get a certain angle, but it feels actually really good when you're typing on this in this mode, because you're getting that keyboard that feels like a really nice experience with your thumbs. So yeah, definitely really enjoy using this thing. The hinge is actually very sturdy. You can see how clean and precise the hinge is when it comes to the durability and the construction. Very sturdy. It still hasn't clamped down, so it gives you a really nice experience there. When you pull it all the way down, that's when you're gonna see that it might wiggle because of the camera. So you might have to stretch it out, pause just a little bit, and you'll still get a slight wiggle. I have that shortcut on the back where I do the flashlight with 2 taps, but I actually increased the strength of the tap to make it more less likely to activate by accident. So yeah, really fast fingerprint, really fast security when it comes to authentication and stuff like that. The software in here is butter smooth. I haven't had any issues. As far as battery goes, it's actually a really good battery. Today I forgot to charge it in the morning, and while I was getting ready for work, I actually put it on the charger. It was at 9%, and then I got it up to like 24 by the time I got to work. But then I left it on the charger most of the day, so it was charging a lot during the day, and then I managed to actually take it off the charger, and I've been using it since. But most of the time I never really need to charge it during the day, so I just kind of wanted to throw that out there. But really good battery on here, really good speeds and performance, just an overall solid experience in my opinion. And I actually have a software update on here as well for the security of September, because I know it's right now, it's the 20th of the month, so they actually rolled that out right before the end of the month. So all I would have to do is restart this device, and it says it's gonna fix any critical bugs, improve security as well. Let's go ahead and hit restart, and I'll pause the video and get right back with you, okay? What's really cool is this cover display turns on when you have it open, and then so does this one when it's resetting. So that's kind of cool that it does that on both displays or whatever. All right, we're in the Google screen right now still. So it's actually doing a boot up from the reset that I had hit after the update. This screen protector actually is really good for glare. I really enjoy using it because it just eats up any glare that you get. You could see the crease in the middle, and right now you can see it, but when you basically are looking at it, it's really hard to tell that it's there. And then you can see the hinge is very it's very sturdy. It just is very strong and resistant. It doesn't feel cheap either. When you clamp it, you get a nice solid sound to it, which is cool. That mat feels really good on the back that I had placed on there as well. And you can see the camera protection on here as well. Type C, no 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, no IR blaster. But let's just wait for this device to boot back up. Right now you can see that the software update is actually almost finished. So it's basically, I just finished rebooting the phone, and you can see right here, if I go into software and then go down into about security update, you can see right here it does say September 1st. So yeah, this device is completely up to date. After 1 month, I could say I just really enjoy it. It's like a niche market for smartphones. Like, a lot of people don't really need to use this. Like, they don't really have a purpose for using it. For me, I think it's just for something different, something for like people to get it, like kind of switch it up a little bit if you're trying to try something new. I definitely think this is a pretty cool phone to do that with. But I'm gonna get back with you. It's your boy Serrano. If you're still here, just type down below I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me, and I'm gonna check you guys later. Okay, later. Peace.